Oh, hey YouTube, how's it going? Guys and girls out there watching, Harley Day Rider back at you. We are definitely taking a long way home. We just rode about, 15 miles, maybe 20 miles to get to where we're at right now. And I changed helmets. I decided to flip over to the camera here so we get some video. And it's my friend in front of me there, Henry, or Eureka. He is leading the pack tonight, the pack of two. And we just decided to take the long way home here. Tomorrow he's going to go get his chain repaired, so maybe I'll film some of that tomorrow. So as you've probably already seen, if I put these videos up in order, I rode to work this morning about we'll call it 50 degrees, maybe 55 degrees or so this morning, and now we're looking at about almost 70. So you know, I said you got to pay the piper. You got to ride to work in the cold to be able to get to ride in the beautiful weather that we're currently in right now. So yeah, still got our jackets on. It is fall, so you know, we'll keep our jackets on there. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to bring you in for this little trip home, and told Henry we'll get some more shots of him riding before Old Man Winter sneaks in here. And just filled up the old tank there, so full tank of gas. We're heading home, and gotta make a few stops. It's my daughter's birthday today. She's 20 years old, so she's coming down for some dinner, as well as you know, some cookie cake, and get her birthday cash out. You know, when the kids start getting, when they're little, it's easy. You buy them a Barbie doll. As they get older, you take cash out of the bank, you put it in an envelope, and that makes them just as happy now as the Barbie doll did when they were 6 or 4, whenever. So, but anyway, irregardless, that's my plans for the evening. Like I said, the plans for tomorrow, we took some time off work here tomorrow, you know, a little break, just to, you know, when you have a friend that's going to take his bike to the shop, if you have the time, go with that friend. You know what I mean? Go with that friend and help him out. You know, and you know, spend some time there. And because I know Henry would ride with me. He's ridden with me to the Harley shop quite a few times. So I don't know what they were burning back there. Somebody's burning up brakes or tires or some crap. I don't know what it was. So yeah, it seems like the people like the rolling hills of southwestern Pennsylvania. And you know, it's a nice view out here. The fall weather is changing, as I told you before. And you know, we're just going to ride along here a little bit with Henry. And almost sounded like my phone was dinging there, but can't answer when you're riding. You know, I've told numerous people we ride after work when we can, just to get some miles on the bikes, get some time out to ride around together. And you know, you got to enjoy that. Not going to be too many of these days left. Soon we'll be sitting in the house doing nothing much of anything, watching the snow fall, hitting the big bumps like that one. But hey, it is what it is. Alright guys, I'm not going to keep you hanging in here too long, I don't think, for this little journey here. The camera's going to be on. I'll see what I can get in here, what footage I can get, and if I talk, I'll cut it together. Until that time, Harley Day Rider, down and out, southwestern Pennsylvania. I'll talk to you. Bye-bye now. Hey YouTube, I thought I would cut a little bit more in for you. Let me see if I'm recording. Yep. I thought I'd cut a little bit more in for you here. This is one of the back roads. I don't know if I had you on this road yet or not. Little 2-lane road here. Beautiful foliage coming through this area. We have our own little candy store, Andy's Candies, which I'm sure if you look it up on the internet, you will find some great chocolates that they will ship to your house. They make everything right there at the store, so that's one of our own little candy stores. And down here, if you're in a state where you can get wine shipped to you, I'll show you a little, one of our little local wineries. We visit it maybe once a year. They don't really, I guess they have some tasting there where you can taste the wines, but we usually just top in. We have one brand that we like, we buy a bottle, and you know, there's my again. I told you that before in another video. But we buy it by the bottle. There's only one certain kind that my wife really likes. I'm more of the beer connoisseur. Right there it is. It's called Kramer's Greenhouse. If you look that up on the internet, I'm sure you will find out. You will find the bottles of wine. Something that you would like to drink. You know, and if, like I said, if you're in one of those states where they can ship it to you, they will ship it. Pennsylvania is not allowed to receive any alcohol from outside states, so I can't ever have anything shipped into me, and that is a bummer. You know, that's a real bummer, because we visit these wineries and stuff in different states, but then we can't have anything shipped back to us. You know, we can pick it up, we can transport in our car, which I understand may or may not be illegal. It all depends who you talk to. But yeah, so we found in Virginia, we went to a place called Schuyler, Virginia, which is where Earl Hamner was born. And if you remember him, if you're a little bit older, you'll remember a show called The Waltons, W-A-L-T-O-N-S. It's still on reruns on the Hallmark Channel. And he wrote all those. He was the playwright for all those. He wrote a book called The Long Way Home, and his childhood home is open as a museum. So we went there to visit that, because that's been one of my dad's, when he was living, it was a longtime favorite of his, was the Waltons. So we wanted to go there. Well, I did. I drugged my wife along. And once she found out how many breweries was there, and apple cider, hard apple cider. So the difference between apple cider, which everybody drinks and loves, hard apple cider is cut with yeast, and when they mix the yeast in it, it creates alcohol. So there's your lesson in alcohol producing. And this truck's gonna be up my ass. He's like, yeah, let me run over this bike here. I tell you what, it's a biker. So anyhow, we went there and we found a great place to buy apple cider, hard apple cider. It was amazing. And I said, hey, can you ship that to my house? And he goes, sure, where do you live? I said, Pennsylvania. He goes, yeah, no dice. That ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna ship, we can't legally ship to Pennsylvania. So we bought 2 cases and brought it home. But Schuyler, Virginia, from where I live in Pennsylvania, that trip was about, I think we drove a total of almost 7 hours to get there. In a car, not in a motorcycle. Thank goodness we didn't have a motorcycle, because we brought back a lot of alcohol. And so that would have been bad. So yeah, you can't ship into Pennsylvania, but I'm pretty sure the Pennsylvania brewers and the Pennsylvania, we have a lot of distilleries coming up now where they're making whiskey. And we also have a lot of wineries. So they can ship to a lot of you guys in other states, depending on where you're at. Check your local laws, and you can order some of that stuff from these places. As we come across those, you know, I'll report on them. If you remember one of my videos, it was a trip with my wife to the Amish country. And, you know, we went there because we go to a winery there called Breitenbach. And Breitenbach is our favorite winery. It's in Ohio. We usually bring back a case whenever we go there, and a case of wine. And it's just, you know, a really, really good place to go. Amazing wines made right there with their own grapes. So that's my story of wineries, folks. I'm going to cut you loose here. I got to make those couple stops I told you at the bank. I got to stop, pick my my dear 20-year-old daughter up a birthday card, and I will talk to you guys next time here on Harley Day Rider. Take care, everybody. Harley Day Rider, down and out in southwestern Pennsylvania.